if I can find the play button. So here we are, Jolly spawning in the bottom right position as the green Zerg, facing off against AmaramOPG as the yellow Terran in the bottom left position. And so for those of you unfamiliar with this map, players can actually only spawn in two different orientations from each other. They cannot spawn vertically. They can either spawn close air horizontally like we have now, or in cross position. And so as you see these players go out to scout, they're not going to probably scout that vertical position and probably check and find each other pretty quickly on this map. Another thing to note about this map is that your natural is actually pretty safe. This is a pretty easy area to lock down. You do have that high ground advantage in your natural, and so it's very common to see, you know, Terran players go one racks expand, and you do try to secure a very early macro advantage. Zerg players will often still go for the hatch first build on this map, and so we might in that case see a 2 racks pressure, but like I said, it's actually pretty easy to hold off on this map, especially if you're paying any attention. And so here we go, we do have Amaram moving out with his SCV. He's going to scout the bottom position first, it looks like, and so he'll see his opponent here pretty quickly. It looks like Jolly is going to go for a hatch first sort of build, and so Amaram is going to see this immediately, and he'll be interested to see what his response here is. It's a little late for, well, you could still do the 2 racks. Now he's going to go up to 15, and well, what do we have here? Nope. He is just going to play his standard sort of Terran opener and maybe take a fast expansion of his own. We do have the Overlord getting in here for Jolly to do his scouting, so he knows where his opponent is immediately. And there goes the spawning pool down now. And so there's a brief window of opportunity in which Amaram can put some pressure on and do a substantial amount of damage. We do have the second racks going down here around the corner, kind of hiding it Maka style. So any pokes on the ramp may or may not be able to see this. He's going to also hide it from this Overlord, which is not going to see it either. And so it does look like we're going to see a lot of Marines out here in the early game to do a substantial amount of pressure. And this could be very difficult for Jolly to hold off. I've actually seen a third racks go down back here as well, hiding all this from the Overlord. And Jolly has no idea that a ton of Marines are going to be knocking at his door very soon. I really like this decision out of Amaram. Oh, a 4th racks going down. Wow, he's really committing to this early pressure. And you know, if a Zerg player does go hatch first, especially on a map like this where they do feel considerably safe, if you go incredibly aggressive, five racks as a Marines, it can be very hard to hold off, especially if they don't get intel on it. And as Jolly is, you know, playing in the dark this game, it's gonna be wow. I'm really excited. So a handful of Lings coming out here. They're gonna try to you know, poke the ramp and see what's going on, and I doubt that they will see too much. Except there is quite a few Marines here at the front. He probably wants to start hiding a lot of those, which you can do on this map because your main is so large. Interestingly, we do see a Spine Crawler going down, but still no Baneling Nest or gas at all, really, out of Jolly. And so not having speed or Banelings is going to make this very hard to hold off. These Lings are poking the ramp. They did not see the racks, though if he was paying attention closely enough, he would have seen one Marine coming out of that side racks there, and he may have been able to determine what was going on. But I really don't think that he is aware at all, because he is continuing to make drones. So he's probably expecting some sort of Banshee play or something like that. As you can see, he's starting to take his gas now. He's going to probably want to get speed. It looks like he'll probably try to get an early lair. He's making a few more queens. And oh wow, Amaram going really all in with this, bringing most of his SCVs to do this as well. And man, I really don't feel like there's anything that Jolly can do about this. I'm not even sure that, no, he hasn't even seen this with his spotter Ling, and so he's going to be completely caught with his pants down. There is his first knowledge of this, and a bunch of Zerglings in production. I don't think they're going to be able to hold this off, though. No speed, no banelings, and these SCVs are going to be able to get in the way of a lot of these lings. So here we go, coming up the ramp. All these SCVs getting in the front, soaking up all the damage from these lings, and the Marines just rip through all the lings that are there, taking out both queens. Going to be able to take out the spine crawler with ease if he wants. There we go. And the drones having to be pulled off. These lings in production are not going to be able to do a whole lot just because there are so many Marines here. And if we look real quick at the units killed, you can see a huge lead right now for Amaram. Amaram coming in is going to take out this expansion, take out more lings as they come down to reinforce. And this is probably all she wrote for Jolly. Wouldn't be surprised to see a GG here very soon. Yeah, I don't feel like there's a whole lot he can do here anymore. Trying to get this spine crawler up is not going to be able to defend against this many Marines anyway. It has to get canceled. Drone gets picked off. This queen's going to have to pull back. Scan going down. I'm not entirely sure what that's about, but you know, all these drones getting pulled are going to go down very quickly. And yeah, I'm actually really surprised we haven't seen the GG yet. As soon as the spawning pool goes down, there is going to be nothing really that Jolly can do to get back into this game. Several more lings coming out, just going to get mowed down very easily. Jolly sticking it out to the bitter end, and there's the GG. So Amaram does manage to take the series, going down in game 1, but coming back in commanding fashion in game 2, and then just absolutely showing a very good game sense in hiding all those racks, having scouted the hatch first, and coming out with a huge Marine SCV all in that Jolly just frankly was not prepared for. And so Amaram does continue on into round 2. Jolly goes down into the elimination bracket, and we'll be back later with the rest of round 1. We are casting all of these matches from the NeSPA StarCraft 2 Open that was held on the 18th. And so sorry man, I'm having a hard time. Check back often. We're going to try to have all these casts of the VODs will all be up on our channel. We'll try to get them up on YouTube as well. But thanks for watching, and we'll be back again with more exciting matches.